Good evening, everyone. Good evening, viewers. Today is our episode number 6, which we will call Calico Fitting. Calico is a British usage 1505. It is a plain woven textile. Yeah, it's a plain woven textile that we'll use as the first fitting to check our measurement and the first stage for the pattern final alteration. This material we will use for the calico fitting. A fabric scissor, a pencil, marker, tape measure, short roller, and then also we need the guide of our measurement. We need to put a grain line here in the front. Same thing in the back. Can you see the back in my camera? Okay, we will put a grain line here, 2 lines in the front, and a single line in the back. We really need to make sure that this is straight. These two should follow the straight selvage of the material. Okay, at this time, we will put a marking in these calico materials. We'll use pencil. Doesn't matter if pencil. And we can put a black marker in those important notches like waistline, under the bust, nipples. Before we go on, we need to check the measurement of the armhole. 17. This is 16 and a half. There is a ½ inch missing, but we'll check. After we put the marking, we will remove the pattern. Now the marking is very important to be visible when we are doing the fitting, especially in the alteration of the pattern. Let's put pins so it will not move before we cut. Right? Double. That's why we need to pin it together. We will go to the center back. Make sure that this is flat. I'm using a stone as my weight because the material is very soft. The center back, you can see this grain line is there in the selvage. You should understand that calico is the first stage, as I said earlier, to check if the measurement that we did is correct. We'll stitch this in the machine, and then later on we will check in the mannequin. Those mark is very important. So that's it. After this, we will cut the materials. Let's put again a mark there, going inside. It's very important to see those notches when we are doing the fitting. Episode 6. Let's put the pins so the material underneath will not move. Again, this is double. For the calico like this, we are not using anything because when we check the fitting, we are using only pins. Alright, so that's it. Now we will cut the calico. Usually, we don't need to put allowances in the bottom. Exactly the pattern. And here, because this is only calico, let's cut first by ½ inch. Here is only 1/4. Anyway, there is a mark. Here is ½ inch. Quarter. Okay, we need to cut here inside the dart because it's very hard to stitch. You need to be careful because of the allowance. Because we really need to cut that so we can get the nice shape of the bust. There you go. Right? It's easy. It's now. And then we cut the back. The same thing. We don't need those allowances there in the bottom. But here, in the center back, we need to cut with 1 inch allowance. Here, we don't need to slash there because this is straight. And here is quarter, half inch, quarter, and half inch. Okay, so what we do, maybe because this is only for mannequin, we can stitch 6 inches from the waist. We need to make 6 there, so we will stitch this part. So we can put these pins here and this another pins here. Then we will only stitch this one and the center back is open. And then what we can do, voila, look, that is the other side. So we need to make like that, put pins there, just make sure the pins in the proper position. The same thing in the front, we need to open all those pins. Okay, do you want tea? I have a tea with lemongrass. Yummy. Center front, beautiful, right? So what you do, you need to get first the waist. You need to make sure that those notches are matching to each other. This is very important because this is curve. Look, like this. And then here we need to put too many pins as you can to get the of the notches. Look, beautiful, right? The front and this is the back. Right now we will stitch in the machine. So we need to stitch this in the machine. This is the part of the body which is need to be not too perfect, but at least the shape is very nice because this is the bust. After this, we will stitch the other side. That's why we are putting the pins in that way. So when you stitch like that, it's easy to remove rather than putting that way. If you put that way, maybe by accident, your finger will. But here we need to do like that. Aywa. So this is the back. Side, then we are done. For me, I don't mind using too much pins while you're stitching. I don't, and if the notches will not match to the other notches, voila, we are done here. So we will do the ironing. So we will iron like this, that way. Same thing when we do the other side. So we will check now in our mannequin. Remember during our episode number 3, let's pin in the back so we can see. Okay, this is our center back. Right, we have an inch allowance there. Let's close this one. Oof. Remember, we make this a bit bigger in the hip, so there is a movement here, so it's not too tight. This is the first stage of the pattern alteration. After this, we can perfect the pattern, and then it looks very beautiful, right? See? Look, it's very beautiful. It's fitted very well. Yeah? Look at the armhole. We measure 17, but during our pattern, this has become 16 and a half, but it looks perfect. Because once we cut this one there, black dots, that is the exact measurement. And look how beautiful. The notches is matching, right? So it gives a very good angle, look, good shape in the bust. Look, it's loose, yeah? A bit movement. No, it looks like there's no alteration. This is our next topic, the construction dart. But there's no alteration, guys. What to do, yeah? But I saw an issue here, which is this one. If the make it be smooth and no, you see this one? Check at the side, really straight, yeah? And look at the body shape. Look. So that's it. So tomorrow our topic is we will transfer this alteration in this pattern. This episode 6, and we call this one Calico. I hope you enjoy our lesson this morning, and stay tuned for the next episode of our steps and stages of pattern making. Thank you very much. Please like, share, and subscribe.